Do you have dreams of being an accountant, or is one of your parents an accountant? Do you wonder what an accountant does? Well, an accountant spends their time preparing and examining financial records. During their work hours, they also spend time creating trial balances. Our objectives for today will be the process of preparing a trial balance of balances, the importance of trial balances, and explaining its concept. Trial balances merely show a list of ledger accounts as well as their balances. It is an internal report that will remain in the accounting department. The purpose of a trial balance is to test the equality between the total of debits and credits. So, what is a trial balance of balances? It contains accounts with open balances, which can either hold a debit or credit balance. To create the trial balance, we first write the heading, which includes the name of the business, the type of trial balance, and its date. Second, provide a column for the accounts and a debit and credit side. Third, write the accounts arranged in a sequence of OWSLEEK. Fourth, write the amounts opposite the corresponding accounts. And finally, foot the money column. So how do you foot accounts? First, compute for the sum in the T accounts for both debit and credit sides. Then take the difference between the sum of the debit and credit sides. If the debit total is more than the credit total, foot the difference under the debit side, and vice versa. In creating trial balances, you might come across or even commit errors, so be careful. So what can cause an error? It can range from posting an item twice, posting on the wrong side of the account, omission of posting, wrong footings of the ledger, and wrong transferring of the account of the ledger to the trial. If you commit an error, you could double-check all entries, recheck posting, re-add the debits and credits of the trial balance, or get the difference between the two totals. Let's have an example to get us warmed up. First, we write the header. For this example, the name of the business owner is stated in the T account entitled S. Singson Capital, so we put it in the first line. In the second line, we put the type of balance we are preparing, which is the trial balance of balances. In the third line, we put the date, which is March 6, 2017. The account titled S. Singson Capital is only one entry, so leave it as it is. The same goes for furniture, rent expense, service income, and notes payable. For accounts receivable, since the accounts under debit and credit are both 929 pesos, it will both equal to 0. Therefore, the whole T account will be cancelled. For the T account cash, first put the debit and then the credit side. The sum of the debit and credit side are as follows. Next, we subtract the sum of the debit to the sum of the credit. The difference will be placed under the debit side because the sum is larger than the credit side. For the salaries T account, all you have to do is add the entries on the debit side. The final step is to arrange the account titles alphabetically in the order of OWSLEEK: assets, liabilities, capital, income, and expense. The cash account title has a total of 4,515 pesos on its debit side, so you must record the amount on the debit side. As for the account titles with only one entry, you can record the amounts in the corresponding money columns. As for the salaries, since the sum remains on the debit side, you can record the amount on the debit money column. The final step is to get the total of each money column. Both totals must be equal to B balance. However, you must recheck all the information you have written on the trial balance. When you've rechecked everything and nothing seems to be wrong or missing, then you are officially done. Now let's do an exercise.
Created using Powtoon.